All right, what's going on, guys? SteelTwins coming back at you with another video.
Week 18 predictions, man. It's already the end of the regular season, and it's going to be one must-see week for NFL fans because there's still a lot of playoff clinching scenarios, especially for our beloved Pittsburgh Steelers. And we got a special guest from Discord chat. How are you, man?
Good.
How you feel about that win last night?
Very good. Kenny Pickett showing very good signs that he can lead us when we down and get a win.
Absolutely, man. Hopefully he can do the same thing this week. As it's looking very promising for our beloved Pittsburgh Steelers. But let's go on with some Saturday games first. We have the Kansas City Chiefs at the Las Vegas Raiders. What's your prediction for this one? I believe the Chiefs still have a clinching scenario. They need to win, and they need the Bills to lose
tonight.
Yeah. So, what's your prediction?
If Derek Carr doesn't play, I think the Chiefs could definitely blow this out. So I'm going with the Chiefs.
I agree. Only because I admire the effort that the Raiders gave the Niners last week, but you can't bet against the Chiefs, especially when you know they're going to be playing their starters for a clinching scenario. So, yeah, give me Kansas City.
Yeah, I mean, home field advantage is something that Kansas City's very familiar with, and you know for a fact they're going to want that again for the postseason. So give me Kansas City. Vegas, they put up a hell of a fight against the Niners and that great defense of theirs, but it's Kansas City, man.
Next game, we have the Tennessee Titans at the Jacksonville Jaguars. This will very well determine who wins the AFC South. What's your prediction?
The Jags. I say they win by 7.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that just because the Titans have really fallen off. Their quarterback situation is a mess. Derrick Henry can only do so much. I agree. I'm going to go with the Jags as well. Now, if they win, obviously they win the division, and then the Jags still aren't out the playoffs. But nonetheless, I'm going to go Jags.
Yeah, I got to go Jacksonville here. I would assume that Josh Dobbs is going to be the quarterback again for Tennessee because he's looked a lot more better than Malik Willis has since Tannehill's been down. But even then, I don't think that's going to be able to help because Jacksonville and their team has stepped up big time in the second half of the season. I think they get the win here. They clinch the South, and they make the postseason. That's kind of crazy.
Weren't they 2-6 at one point?
They had a losing record at one point. I can't remember if it was that or something else.
But nonetheless, it's good to see the Jags rise, and I agree with you guys. I think they clinched the division here. For Sunday games, man, we have the Tampa Bay Bucks at the Atlanta Falcons. What's your prediction?
I'm going with Tom Brady going to make the playoffs again. I'm going to say Bucks win this by 3.
Okay.
Close game.
Yeah, I think this will be close as well, just because the Bucks don't look as legit as they normally do. But it wouldn't be the playoffs without Tom Brady, so I'm gonna go Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay definitely right here. Both teams aren't really that stellar, but Tampa Bay, despite the record, despite the season, despite the division, they are going to the playoffs. And right here, I mean, why not get another win in their notch? You know?
Right. Next game, we have the New England Patriots at the Buffalo Bills. This is going to be very crucial for our Steelers, man. What's your prediction?
I'm going to say the Bills are probably going to be playing for the 1 seed, so they're going to be playing with Charles. I got the Bills winning that one.
Agreed. I'm going to go Bills. I just like the matchup a little more. The Bills, man, all they need to do to win the number 1 seed and clinch the bye is they have to win tonight, obviously, versus the Bengals, and they have to beat the Patriots. So they win out, they get the number 1 seed. I think the Bills are capable. So, yeah, Bills completely.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, they beat the Patriots earlier this season. I don't see a split happening whatsoever. New England could give them a fight early on into the game, but I think Buffalo can easily close it out and get the win here, and potentially the first seed in AFC.
Agreed. Next game, we have the Minnesota Vikings at the Chicago Bears. This is an NFC South matchup. Minnesota got torched by A-Rod, man. They're back on the road, so what's your prediction on this one?
I got the Vikings. Bills, they got torched by the Lions. So, yeah, I'm going Vikings.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Bears right now. As long as they keep losing, we can clinch a higher seeding for the pick we got for Claypool, so Minnesota for sure. This game, man, could very well determine AFC South depending on tonight's result. We have the Baltimore Ravens at the Cincinnati Bengals. What's your prediction?
I'm going with the Bengals. I think they're going to clinch, and they're going to get the 4 seed in the playoffs, or is that the Thor?
One of the third or fourth, one of the two. But
yeah, I got the Bengals.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna go Bengals. I think it would be the third because technically, whoever wins the AFC South is the 4th seed because of the record. believe it or not, the Bengals actually still have a chance of clinching number 1 seed. They got to win out and hope the Chiefs lose versus the Raiders. But I don't know if that's possible. But I'm going to go Bengals to beat the Ravens for sure. I think they clinched the AFC North.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, Lamar should be back for this game. That's definitely going to be a big favor for Baltimore there. But Cincinnati's been on a hot streak lately. And it's in Cincinnati. And they could be back-to-back AFC North champions. You know, for a fact, they're going to want that.
Yep.
So give me Cincinnati here.
I don't know if Lamar's going to be back for this one either. We shall see. Next game, we have the Los Angeles Chargers at the Denver Broncos. What's your prediction?
I got the Chargers winning that one. I know they win. I think they clinch the 5th seed in the playoffs. So, yeah. I'm going Chargers.
Yeah, I don't know if the Chargers are going to bench the starters for this one since they don't really have to fight for much. But I'm still going to go Chargers here. I just don't like Denver. I don't like what the direction they're going. So, yeah, give me LA.
Los Angeles, anyway. I mean, Denver, come on. Give me a break. Los Angeles.
Next game, we have the Detroit Lions at the Green Bay Packers. This one is going to have some serious playoff implications. What is your prediction?
I like Lions. I like the coach. I'm going with the Lions.
You're going Lions, man.
Yep.
Wow, in Lambeau.
Yeah, the Lions, they have been showing a lot of passion, and the coach, I like the coach. I think they definitely could win this, so I'm going Lions.
You know, I like that. I like that little swerve there. This very well could be the upset of the week, honestly. I've actually been tossing around the idea of going Lions myself. Because all they need is to beat the Packers and they need the Seahawks to lose to the Rams. And then they are the 7th seed. And that would be one hell of a story. And I think it'd make the playoffs a lot more interesting. But I'm going to go Packers. I think they run the table. I think they finish off their comeback to get the playoffs. Just because it's A-Rod, it's in Lambeau. It's hard to bet against them around this time. But I would love to see the Lions pull a swerve and possibly make the postseason. So
see, I don't know about that, though, because throughout A-Rod's career, I don't think even once that the Lions swept A-Rod and Green Bay.
But this is the year to do it.
This is the year to do it. But this is around the time where A-Rod and Packers come to step up big time and start playing some good Green Bay football. They did last week against Minnesota in great fashion in Lambeau. I just don't see Detroit sweeping Green Bay. It's not meant to be. Not to me. I got to go Green Bay here. I think Green Bay gets that playoff spot.
I'm going to agree, but I would love the Lions to just...
I'm right there with you. I think Detroit in there makes it more exciting, and Dan Campbell's definitely turning the tide for Detroit, but, I mean, it's A-Rod and Green Bay, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like Tom Brady. I mean, they're going to keep winning.
Right.
They did win the 4th game of the match.
They did.
Of the division, so...
I don't know, man. These two teams both got momentum on their side, so this should be interesting. That's one I'm going to look forward to. Next game, we have the Texans at the Colts. What's your prediction?
Oh, they're going to be a terrible game. I'm going Colts.
I'm going to go...
Don't have nothing to fight for.
These two really don't. It's a matter of higher draft pick. I'm going to go Houston. I think Pierce has a good game to finish off his rookie year, so Houston, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, the Colts are... Ever since that loss to the Steelers, they've just... They've really, they've blown the biggest lead in NFL history. And
Jeff Saturday hasn't won since that Raiders game.
I'm just saying after the Steelers game.
Yeah, you're right, but I'm saying Saturday has lost, 6 straight now?
Yes.
I couldn't believe when they blew out they were winning the Vikings and they lost by... It was bad.
It was bad.
It's been really bad for Indianapolis. I got to go Houston here.
Yeah.
I really do. Although they could lose and claim that first overall pick. If I'm Houston, that's what I'm doing, making sure that you do get a quarterback. But I think in general you're going to anyway. But I think Houston gets it.
I really do like David Mills. I don't think the quarterback. I think honestly they did need build around David Mills.
Right. They could do that, but I don't know because Houston did show fight all year. I think either way they could clinch the number 1 pick. I could be wrong on that, but. We shall see. That's going to be one interesting game to see if they do indeed clinch it. Next game. This is the one game I'm mostly worried about when it comes to the Steelers' playoff chances. We have the New York Jets at the Miami Dolphins. I don't know if Tua plays. I don't even know if Bridgewater plays. That's going to be in our favor. But do you see the Jets pulling off a win?
So I don't think Tua is playing this week. I think he's still in concussion protocol. And I hope that Teddy Bridgewater broke his finger, and they might actually play with throw string. I am going with the Matt White going to upset Dolphins and ruin their playoff chances.
I agree. And I'm not only saying that because I'm being a homer right now. I'm not going to lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
But I can see it. I honestly can, man. I know it's going to be a tough matchup. It's going to be crazy. This is the one game we're all really going to watch closely. But I think the Jets could pull it off. And that's a little biased to me, but I'm going to go the Jets here in my prediction. Give me the Jets. Give me Mike White putting us on his back and riding us into the postseason. As long as we pull off a dub. But what's your prediction? What do you think? What do you think, Jets?
I don't know, man. For this game, it's in Miami. Obviously, these two met earlier, and the Jets destroyed Miami. I think it was like 40-17 earlier in the week. But that was when the Jets were, on their hot streak.
You're right.
I mean, both these teams at the time were, and they were looking like surefire playoff contenders.
Then they fell off, both of
The
them.
Jets are eliminated from playoff contention. The Dolphins still have a chance. All they got to do is win here.
You know, I just realized both these teams have lost 5 straight now.
Yes, they have. Like, a streak's going to be broken here. It's just a matter of who's going to win, obviously. I'm going to anticipate Tua starting in this game. I'm going to anticipate him clearing concussion protocol and playing. If he does, that obviously favors the Dolphins much more, as if it being in their house ain't enough. But I can only hope that the Jets play good. Their defense continues to step up, gets turnovers, does something. But I think Miami's going to do it.
You're going to go safe in Miami?
It's not really safe. I think in general Miami's going to get it.
Okay. Well, we shall see, man. That's going to be
you can't trust the Jets.
Well, Tua haven't been playing great the last games.
Yeah, you're right. He hasn't. He's really
bad.
struggled. He's really struggled. But, I mean, this is around the time to really step it up. And Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, they've had stellar seasons, and it's kind of hard to not see them make the postseason. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know, man.
Well, Miami still has a chance. Let's not forget that. Miami still has a chance. I think all they need is they need to beat the Jets and they need the Patriots to lose, which is also possible.
Yeah,
That might be more likely than our chances.
Yes, it's definitely more likely. But I mean, crazier things have happened. So
this is why this week's gonna be very interesting, man, especially for Steelers Nation. But next game we have the Carolina Panthers at the New Orleans Saints. The Saints pulling off a good win against Philly last week. Do they close out strong? What's your prediction?
I want Saints for the Panthers. Honestly, the Saints that beat the Eagles that had like one of the best defenses. So I gotta give it to the Saints.
Agreed. I'm gonna go Saints here. I just don't like Carolina. Give me New Orleans to finish strong.
I mean, I don't like Carolina either, but I think they win this one.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I know Tampa Bay's not really a stellar team this year, but they went toe to toe with them. Sam Darnold's looking, decent. Ever since he's been in that quarterback. Their run game's still effective. Defense has their moments here and there. Brian Burns, J.C. Horn. I think Andy Dalton's still the quarterback.
Both these two teams, man, they just need
they
need a
restart.
full-blown reset.
They need a restart, yeah. But I don't know. I just see Carolina again this one. Give me Carolina.
Next game, though, we have the New York Giants at the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, the Giants just clinched, and, of course, the Eagles clinched, but they're still trying to clinch the number 1 seed. So maybe Jalen Hurts will be back for this one. What's your prediction?
I'm going Eagles. Division game. It's all about if they get the 4th seed, and if Jalen Hurts does play, then I ain't close. Eagles.
Yeah, but the Eagles naturally just have the Giants' number, so I'm gonna go with the Eagles. All they got to do to win the East, to win the number 1 seed, is win. That's it. They win and they got the bye. Otherwise, they gotta ask for a little prayer from other teams. But I think they have the Giants' number once again.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, the Giants. I mean, props to them. Props to Brian DeBull. He's really turned, just like Dan Campbell with the Lions, he's really turned the tide for the Giants. It's really nice to see them grow. It's really nice to see, how far they've come, honestly.
Yeah, their come up has been very fun to watch.
But, I mean, Philly's Philly, and I would anticipate Jalen Hurts to definitely play. Get him in there, let him perform, end this 2-game losing streak and get that first-round bye.
Yep.
So I got to go Philly here.
Next game, man. The Cleveland Browns at the Pittsburgh Steelers. What's your prediction?
I am going Kenny Pickett won the show. We beat the Browns. Defense come out, play, shot the one. I'm going us.
Yeah. I'm going to go Steelers as well. Mostly because I don't see the Browns sweeping us this year.
No.
No,
It's hard to see.
Plus, we're at home to pretty much close out the season. This is pretty much gonna be our last home game of the year, so we better finish strong in that sense, just alone.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, facing Watson, I feel comfortable. I think defense is gonna show up. Pickett has some momentum on the side after 2 straight game-winning drives. Keep pounding the rock. I like our chances. We just gotta hope that we can ask for a prayer from these teams, and maybe we see January football.
Yeah, it just really reminds me of time, and not only the 2015 year where we had to depend on the Jets or the Bills to beat the Jets, and obviously we had to beat Cleveland, which we did. That happened, but also the time in 2018, where
I think it would have been last year when we made it.
I think it was 2018 where we had to hope the Browns would beat the Ravens, and we beat Cincinnati. And obviously we watched our season in despair.
Baker Mayfield couldn't pull it off.
Exactly. So those 2 moments, really bring me. It's really resembles right here. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. I gotta go Pittsburgh. I can't see Cleveland really sweeping us. I can't. Watson, I guess he's getting chemistry going now with his targets and everything like that. But I mean, come on. I mean, Steelers know they gotta win. They've come this far. They were 2-6 at the bye. Now they're 8-8 miraculously. You've come this far. Why not go all the way?
Plus, I would hate to see Tomlin's first losing season as, I don't want to say inevitable, but as possible as it may be. I can't. Don't let
imagine the Browns.
Don't let that come to the hands of the Browns. Just don't.
knowing how much suffering we've gave the Browns.
We will never hear the end of it. We will never hear the end of it. It's bad enough they beat us in the playoffs a couple years back.
Oh, that was bad.
That was terrible.
That was their Super Bowl, and this would be their second one.
Right. But, yeah, Pittsburgh all around in our prediction. Next game, Arizona at San Francisco. San Francisco has a chance to clinch the number 1 seed. All they got to do is win and the Eagles to lose. So what's your prediction?
I am going 49ers. Bot party have been, rolling the teams. So, yeah, I'm going with 49ers.
Yeah, I got to go 49ers as well. Arizona's just rough now. They lost last second field goal to Atlanta last week. You can just tell that their season's over. It's been over a while, but it seems like there's going to be some serious changes in Arizona for the offseason, and sooner the better.
It wouldn't surprise me if Cliff Kingsbury were to resign. Honestly, I think that's for the best for Arizona.
Yeah, I agree. San Francisco wins this one. Next game, man. Los Angeles at Seattle. What's your prediction?
I'm going the Chargers here. The Rams. Yeah.
Are you going Rams on this one?
Yeah, I'm going Baker upset Seattle.
Wow, imagine that. Imagine that. So if your prediction is right about the Packers losing to the Lions, and if the Seahawks win versus the Rams, Seahawks are in. The number 7 seed's wide open for a lot of teams.
Yeah, it really is.
But the easiest way for any team, which is the Packers, Lions, or Seahawks, to get in is all the Packers got to do is win, they're in.
Yeah.
Otherwise, everyone's got to hope for the Packers to lose and ask for help. But in this case, I don't know if the Seahawks actually make the playoffs, but I think they finish the season strong. They've always done well against the Rams.
Yeah.
I mean, this has always been a neck-and-neck type of rivalry, but I'm going to go Seahawks here.
I mean,
I trust Pete Carroll in big-time moments.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's been a rough season for the Rams. It's definitely the biggest Super Bowl hungover probably since the 2003 Buccaneers, honestly.
Or the 2015 Broncos.
Yeah, that's probably more recent. You're right about that. And Seattle, I mean, they're going to want it. Pete Carroll's going to want it. Geno Smith's going to want it. That defense is going to want it. Give me Seattle here. They just seem like the more likable team to win in this moment.
Yeah. But to close out Week 18, guys, man, to close out the regular season, Dallas at Washington. Dallas, man, they're going to need a huge prayer to get the number 1 seed. They got to win. They got to hope the Eagles lose, and they got to hope the 49ers lose. That's a tough task. But what's your prediction on this one?
I'm going Dallas. I'm going to say they treat the Commanders and they take the 4th seed in the playoffs.
Okay. Anything's possible, man. Week 18 is going to be crazy, but I agree. I'm going to go Dallas.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, Commanders, good luck. Honestly, that's all I got to say.
Pretty much, especially if they start Wentz again. But nonetheless, man, that was our Week 18 picks. Playoff scenarios all over the place, man. It's going to be one of the most must-see weeks of football. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. Hope you enjoy, man. Thanks for joining us for the predictions. Great to have you on for the first time. Anything you want to say before we get on out of here?
No, thank you for having me.
Absolutely, man. Hey, let's hope for the Steelers to make the playoffs. Anything's possible.
Yep. And it will be Kenny Pickett for postseason.
Yes, it will. Imagine that for the rookie quarterback. That is huge.
Like when Big Ben came in, he won us that postseason. So anything can happen.
Anything can happen. That'd be great, but we shall see, man. It's going to be one interesting week. But let us know your guys' picks down below. See you in the next one.
And like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later. Peace!